Jolly Roger is an adventure game that takes you on a pirate journey. A short intro sets up the story of a pirate whose brother ventured to a mysterious island in search of treasure, but never returned. As the player, you're given a map leading to the treasure, and in return you're tasked with finding the missing brother. You start your adventure on the island's shore, surrounded by a gorgeous jungle. Right off the bat, you meet a parrot that becomes your guide, giving you hints on what to do next to reach the treasure and sticking with you throughout the game. The game throws a few mechanics at you that you'll need to master early on. Swimming, climbing, and some light crafting. All of these are really well polished, with climbing being especially smooth and responsive. Swimming is decent too, but don't expect the same level of polish as in games like Subside or Hubris. The underwater hand movements could feel a bit more intuitive.
Seaweed.
You've got an inventory where you'll store crafting items, apples to restore health, keys, and fuel for your trusty lamp. As for combat, it's simple but satisfying. Early on, you get a lamp that shoots a magical orb when you hold the button, damaging enemies. Later, you unlock a pistol and some melee weapons. Enemies come in the form of skeletons in 3 variants. Fighting them isn't overly complex. They just walk up and hit you, so you need to react quickly, ideally aiming for headshots. When you're up against multiple skeletons at once, things can get challenging, but it's still rewarding enough. The game also features puzzles that add some variety to the gameplay. These are mostly environmental puzzles, like moving objects, finding keys, or activating mechanisms in the right order. They're not overly complex, but they bring a nice change of pace and make you think, which complements the action nicely.
Excellent!
The biggest downside? The game's length. You can finish Jolly Roger in about 3 to 4 hours, depending on whether you explore every nook and cranny to find all the treasures. There was potential for a much longer game here, but it feels like the devs cut a lot of content just to wrap it up. The protagonist and story aren't particularly memorable, and the level design is solid, but not outstanding. Pretty standard for an indie game. Don't get me wrong, the mechanics are really well done, often outperforming those in big-budget VR games. It's just that there aren't many wow moments or super creative designs. Graphics are a strong point. The textures are solid, and the game runs smoothly at 90 frames per second. You've got dynamic shadows from the sun and a stunning jungle with swaying palms and lush vegetation. The jungle honestly steals the show, and I wish we spent more time there. The game isn't razor sharp with distant objects looking a bit blurry, but the anti-aliasing is solid, so there are no jagged edges. The game doesn't use eye tracking, foveated rendering, which could have made it much sharper and allowed for effects like dynamic shadows from the lamp you carry. Overall, the game runs super smoothly with no frame drops.
Are you having fun? I am.
My final verdict? It'd score higher if it were longer. If you're looking for a fun, engaging, and fairly varied 3-hour adventure, Jolly Roger is worth checking out. Otherwise, wait for a sale. It's a good game, just a bit too short.